Hello guys, in today's video I'll be showcasing you the minor refinements I have made into my trading workspace, including me only focusing on Euro USD. Yeah, initially I was trading multiple pairs, but now I only trade Euro USD. That doesn't mean that you should also shift to Euro USD or shift to only one pair. It actually depends with your own preferences or with your own needs, your daily basis, and also your personality. All right, so trading asset, I am using USD, and there's a reason as to why I'm actually using or actually focusing on USD. Yeah, it's because of the sessions, the Asia range, and all of that. And also, I have a trading window of which I usually get into the charts. And on that trading window, if I miss a setup on that trading window, I don't take any trade for the day. So that's the reason as to why I used USD. This can also work with GBP/USD, but EUR/USD turned out to be the best at the moment. So you can clearly see the trading asset here. It's EUR/USD. Like I said, the risk and money management plan, I only take one trade a day. And by the way, this is Notion. If you're wondering what app or what platform is this, so exactly right here, nothing changed. The risk to reward, I mean the fixed risk per trade is 0.5%. I usually don't change that. Yeah, the risk to reward 1:3. I usually set myself safely in such a way that if it gets hit, the trade idea should be completely invalidated and I cannot take any trade on that trading window. I will tell you the trading window, so stay tuned. Yeah, if I can set myself safely, this means now I can set and forget. Yeah, now the technical bears, the time frames, of course, directional bias, the daily time frame, external structure, the H4, the internal structure M15, and the entry execution, the M3 or the M1. Yeah, that's where I take my entry on the M3 and the M1. All right, the entry modules, we all know the entry modules, they never change, just like with our true SMC. I also have some minor refinements through SMC. I'm still creating the updates. So worry less. The playbook, yeah, now here we are now all of the stuffs, my trading strategy, my trading setups, yeah, the structure cycle, everything. So like we all know that we don't use the breaker blocks, mitigation blocks, fair value gap, liquidity voids, vacuum blocks as reversal zones. We use only the order flows and the order blocks as well as the core liquidity sweeps. By the core liquidity sweeps, I mean the inducement and the engineering liquidity. So like I said, the decision order flow is the swing that caused the break of structure. That is the decision order block, then it's the order block that caused the break of structure. So the extreme order flow, it's the farthest unmitigated swing at the origin of the dealing range. The extreme order block is the farthest unmitigated order block inside the extreme order flow. And of course, there is the origin order block. That's when now the extreme order flow is not at the origin of the dealing range. That's where now the origin order block gets into play, and it's the one that is left now to be the valid one. Yeah, keep note of trades involving the minor inducements rather than the major inducements. Very important, very important. Yeah, and all of that. Yeah, this is the structure cycle. You can clearly see this is the decision order flow. You can clearly see that there is some minor refinements of how I mark the order flows and everything. Also, there is something I need to add on identifying the inducements and all of that. So I'll be creating more updates. Like I said, on the playlist there is still more updates coming on the way, so you guys stay tuned. And yeah, exactly right, you can see this is the decision order flow, and this is the decision order block because it is the order block that caused the break of structure. It is the one that broke past this one here and also broke past this external high. So this is the decision order block, and of course this swing that caused the break of structure, or this selling move before the break of this internal high and this external high, is what now we call the decisional order flow. All right, so going down here, you can clearly see this is the extreme. Like everything here is yeah, just the same. And yeah, of course these here are the setups that I'm talking about, the counter trend ones and the pro trend ones. But worry less, because I'll be sharing all this with you guys. And yeah, this is an example of a trade, nice trade based on the system. Like I said, I incorporate the Asia range in my analysis, with it starting from 3 a.m. and ending at 8 a.m. EAT or UTC plus 3. And yeah, let me break down this trade. You can clearly see that price took out the inducement, made a break of structure, and this one is the 15-minute. I know I should start this analysis from the daily, but let me just focus on this internal structure. You can clearly see there's these zones, yeah, for the H4 and the daily. Like I said, I start the analysis from the daily. So this week, probably if I take a trade, I'll make a video breaking down that trade starting from the daily all the way to the M3, and I will upload it for you guys. So exactly right here, the inducements taken out, break of structure. Yeah, you can clearly see this is the engineering liquidity, with this one here being the extreme order flow. So this is the engineering liquidity. Price took that, and you can clearly see it's showcasing some signs of it going down. And exactly here, shifting to the M3, you can clearly see that price made a change of character, took out the a major inducement here, mitigated the rejection block, made a break of structure, and we are currently on the second leg. After the break of structure, this one here was the minor inducement, and of course the high is the major inducement. Taking note of this Asia range, the high of the Asia range and the low of the Asia range are liquidity pools. So this means that I cannot take a trade on this mitigation of this rejection block, of which if I dive into the 1 minute, I will get this here to be an order block, like the extreme order block. It will be an order block. It's just that on the 3 minutes, this is just a rejection block. So the mitigation here was prices, and price was showcasing like the reversal, but I didn't enter from here. First, my trading window starts at 9 a.m. and 9 a.m. you can clearly see it's 1 hour after the Asia range. So this means this here is the first trade that I was to take, but I didn't take this trade, and this is the trade that I took. So exactly right here, you can clearly see that this is the Asia range high, and taking this here, it should be a suicide, and not unless I take the trade from here, while the stop loss having a number of pips above here, so that I fully secure myself for this trade. But I don't recommend this because we don't know how the sweep will occur. Price may weak with a long wick, taking me out before going back down. So that's the reason as to why taking it after the major inducement sweep is the best entry. And of course, you have now seen and of course, with a major confidence that the Asia high is taken out, and price is now looking forward for this liquidity pool as well as this one here. I mean, this sell side liquidity, of which is the Asia low, and this sell side liquidity also. So price will end up going down and down and down. And as you can clearly see here, price made it out to my 1:3. Like I said, I have a fixed risk to reward of 1:3. And in due time, you can clearly see price made it out to my TP very precisely. So exactly right here, you can clearly see that, yeah, I journal all the trades to track my playbook performance. Strictly execution is on the 3 minute. You'll never see me executing on the 5 minute, the M15. Strictly the 3 minute or the 1 minute. Avoiding holding trades during high impact news releases, and of course, holding trades overnight and over the weekend. Of course, I cannot hold trades overnight because my trading window is 3 hour trading window. I mean, it's a 3 hour trading window starting from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. EAT or noon. That is UTC plus 3. And of course, I'm taking entries based on the 3 minute or the 1 minute. So this means my trades will probably be taking minutes or maximum 2 hours. And of course, the playbook performance and all of that. And this is a proof that with only one pair, you can still make a fortune of the markets. The reason as to why I had to do all of this is because, like, if I use multiple pairs, I don't know when the trade setup will occur. I cannot create a trading window. That means that I will be spending a lot of my time on the charts because I don't necessarily know when will the setup like ripe so that I can now take the entry. But with this, I know that on my trading window, if I don't get a setup, then I am not taking any setup for the day, like for the whole day. And the reason as to why I picked this trading window, it is because The Asia range is done, and the Asia high and the Asia low of the range, there are liquidity pools. And so all I need is actually seeing my structure cycle. If it can actually give me a counter trend or a pro trend trade, I can take that based on my trading window. And if I don't get any trade on that trading window, then I don't have a trade for the day. And I have noticed that by doing this, I get 2 to 4 trades a week consistently. So that's all I need, because we know that the number of trades that you take are not directly proportional or directly correlated with the P&L at the end of the month. So yeah, you all know quality over quantity, and by filtering this and only focusing with one pair, I have seen like a massive improvement, and also for the refinements that I have made based on the knowledge I have learned somewhere else. And I'll be creating much more of this, and all the trades that I'll be taking, the ones that I need to break down, losses and wins, and I see that there's something that you guys can learn. I'll be breaking down starting from the daily time frame all the way to my entry time frame, and dropping and uploading them on my YouTube channel so that you guys can actually learn more and more. So guys, that's it for today, and see you in the next part, where I'll be dropping the updates and corrections for our playlist through SMC A to Z. So if you learned something, drop a like, and see you in the next video.